Hello one and all, today on Wrist Beards and Gear, we check out a vintage Echo Pro rack mount delay unit from line 6. So chances are if you're a guitar player, you are familiar with the line 6 DL4 delay pedal, which came out in the year 2000 and was recently updated by line 6 after a very long a long timeline. Like, it was made for literally 20 years before they had to update it. It was that good. Well, there was actually a bigger brother to that pedal that came out in February of 2002, and this was the Echo Pro from line 6. And before we go any further, this video is brought to you by the fine folks over at Sweetwater and their Gear Exchange. Now, the Gear Exchange is a used marketplace that is supported by Sweetwater, and you can find all of the weird, wild, wonderful, and wacky stuff your heart's desire, whether that is microphones, pedals, guitars, amps, everything is over there. I will link down below in the description if you'd like to go check out Gear Exchange for yourself. All thoughts and opinions are mine. So the Echo Pro has kind of made its own name for itself, independent of the DL4 pedal, because you most notably found this in all sorts of crazy rack rigs. Even to this day, it is still toured by U2's The Edge, and you can find multiple units in mixing Lord, Chris Lord Alge himself. These units sound phenomenal, and I think line 6's quality of effects has always been their strong suit as a company. I've always been a huge fan of their delays and reverbs, and this is basically where they got it all right. 2002 though, this thing cost about $500 US, about 420 some odd pounds outside of the US. It was a pricey little thing for 2002, but today you can find them used for about $600 to $800 depending on condition. Of course, mine came with the box, which I actually have right here. To find one with the box is actually pretty incredible. I was shocked that I came across this deal over on Sweetwater's Gear Exchange. So I thought I would plug this in. I'm gonna use this in the context of a mix scenario. So I'm going to put some guitar lead through it, and we're gonna mess around with the sounds and get a nice big old guitar lead using the Echo Pro. Okay, so I am in Pro Tools. I have a partial mix of the Resider song Rat Race that I was kind of using for practice in Pro Tools. I have the Echo Pro hooked up. I have the BPM tapped in. I chose stereo delays, but we're gonna play around with this lead part. Here is the current part with none of the effects, just the guitar, okay? Pretty cool. I messed with the Echo Pro just to make sure it was passing audio so I could record it for you guys, but really, I just set it to a stereo delay. I don't really know what's gonna work best. We're gonna find out using the Echo Pro. So I have a send set up. We have the send turned on, and let's hear this rip. I love the width that some of those presets had. Let's just mess with a few of the delay flavors and then settle on something. I actually really like how that sounds. Let's hear that in the context of the mix. I'm gonna turn the Echo Pro aux input back down and then bring up the level again. In context, I hear the repeats too much. It's pretty prevalent because of the modulation. Let's try that analog echo or something else. Let's go back to solo mode. Also notice I'm in quarter note mode. If I just hit the note button, it will then cycle through 16th note, quarter note, 8th note, etc., dotted eighth, all those kinds of things. But right now I am in regular quarter note mode. I actually really like just the regular, it's a stereo delay. Let's hear this in the context of the mix. Sounds pretty good. Now, if I want to save this, I hit save. And at this point, I can select which preset slot I want, and then I hit save again. Right now, I'm in slot 1. That's fine for my purposes, so I'm going to go ahead and save this. And that's it. This is a 25-plus-year-old unit. Let's scroll through some of the presets and just see what we got, I guess. I'm gonna go back into solo mode though. That's a weird one. Let's try that in the context of a mix. You know, I also realized we could do is we could mess with the tweeze and tweak settings. So let's go back to preset 1. And I think this is gonna give us some not great like broken tape sounds and wow and flutter and things like that, but let's check it out. I don't remember what those do. That's bonkers. Line 6, you so crazy. So what do I think? I mean, honestly, I know what you guys were thinking. You were probably thinking, yeah, why don't you just get a plug-in? That's stupid. Why don't you do that? There's a lot of fun in these old units, especially using a hardware delay unit. it's just a lot of fun, man. The fun factor is very, very high with a unit like this. Also, you can discover some things that you probably maybe can't do with a plugin. I will also note that comparing this to the DL4, this has 99 presets storable, which, you know, the DL4 obviously did not have. However, you can still find these on the used market all day long. Well, not all day long, but they do pop up, usually in pretty beat up condition. This particular one is very, very clean. And yeah, I don't know, fun factor, but that's worth something to me. I will link down below in the description if you'd like to go check out Gear Exchange or the history of the Line 6 Echo Pro. And with that, you've been wonderful, I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.